Today is our third stewardship moment. We have been reflecting on our vision statement to be a community of relentless compassion and courageous hope. And we heard from Tony Ochoa at As You Are Youth Collective about how we partner with our community mission partners to build community of hope and compassion outside of the walls of Park Church in the greater West Michigan community. Last week, you heard about our inclusive welcome of all people and how that helps folks feel seen and known, as we heard from Tim Torres sharing the story of his welcome and his husband's welcome, Luis, as they joined Park Church. Today, we're going to reflect on that last portion of our vision statement where the God of extravagant love is revealed. And to share her experience of that extravagant God of love being revealed to her, we're so pleased to have Rachel Mills to share our stewardship moment.
Thank you. Some of you know me quite well, and there are a lot of you that I don't know as well as I would like. But I've been a soprano choral scholar since November of 2021. Our sweet Grace McClary was supposed to be here to talk to you all about how the God of extravagant love shows up in our stewardship, as she has been witness to this church's outpouring of love during her medical journey, but she's unable to be with us today. So while we keep her in our prayers, I would love to share with you a similar story of extravagant love that has been poured on me and my family in the midst of medical trauma. When I began my role as a choral scholar, I was unsure what I believed. I knew that I believed in love with a capital L. So whenever the word God appeared in the bulletin, I would substitute in the word love so that it would make sense to me. I was pregnant at the time, and I came on my own while my husband watched my son. Eventually, Theo started coming along. He fought me every Sunday to wear sweatpants and t-shirts, and sometimes even ninja and Spider-Man costumes, which was unacceptable in the churches that I grew up in. But he loved being here, and I quickly learned that no one in this building could care in the least what he wore. I gave birth to my daughter and was showered with love from the child care staff and the choir in too many ways to count. That's a story for another time, as I only have a few minutes. But I was able to join the choir again very quickly, as childcare, which was the accommodation that I needed, was provided for every rehearsal and service for free, which is totally unheard of in the music industry. Theo and Lola came with me every Thursday evening and every Sunday and became completely immersed in the Park Church culture. Slowly, I became aware that the word love with a capital L was palpable in this place, present in every nook and cranny in this building and in absolutely every person. I was diagnosed with breast cancer in April of 2023. My life was turned upside down in one phone call. This church was my haven. Love would have been empathy and support, but what I received from this community was so much more. I will never forget my conversation with Patrick to share the news. I told him that I wasn't sure how much I'd be able to come to rehearsals or services, and that I understood he would need to find a replacement. Love would have been an expression of empathy and support. Extravagant love was, we don't need someone else. We want to be here with you when you've licked this thing. Members of the choir brought meals to my home without being asked. They arranged a rotation of helpers for the kids when I had treatment, and my husband was working evenings and doubles on the weekend. They'd do whatever they could so that I could sit on the floor to play with my kids, which was all I wanted to do. Accommodations were made here to help me feel comfortable and to keep me singing. People offered to go up the stairs to get my robe and folder. Some offered to hold my music after my surgery. There were no expectations for me in terms of standing or walking, and it is unreal how many survivors there are in this choir who spoke up, listened when I needed them to listen, and shared personal experience when I needed that. And when all I needed was, this is treatable and beatable, that's what I got. and they always seemed to know without my asking. Extravagant love looked like service, emotional support, physical connection in hugs and hand-holding, anticipating the needs of my family, knowing me well enough to read my nonverbal cues, and letting me sing. I can't imagine what my life would have looked like without this community to hold us up. I'd love to name every individual and every unexpected generosity that was extended to us. If you ever have a spare several hours and want to know specifics, just flag me down. Extravagant love, as I have understood it here, seems to create a sense of belonging. I felt that I belonged to this place, and I feel that this community belongs to me. We serve each other, anticipating what is needed when we can. If we have no time or resources to give, we show unabashed acceptance. We share a smile with children wearing their ninja costumes, knowing that they are safe to be themselves. We push for accessibility and accommodate needs to keep everyone together. When we pass hateful signs and shouting in the parking lot, we escort each other with smiles, singing love over the hate. We don't just pray for those of us in uncertain circumstances. We act, we anticipate, we accommodate, and we love with a capital L.